Media Row right here in New Orleans, Super Bowl 59, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, Donnie Rightside, and Hall of Famer, Warren Sapp.
Hey, how's it going, baby?
Doing good, man. We got a lot to go over and a lot to talk about because, number one, I think you're the best defensive tackle that we've ever seen. Do you agree with that?
I just like to be in the conversation because every year I get a grand opportunity to take a picture with Bob Lilly, Mr. Cowboy,
yes,
Mean Joe Green, and Randy White.
There you go.
And myself. That's 4 of the 5, and Merlin Olsen is the 5th. There's only 5 first ballot Hall of Famers ever. So just to be in that conversation with Joe Green, Randy White, Bob Lilly, Mr. Cowboy, and Little House on the Prairie, or Father Murphy, the kids don't know about that.
See that?
You know what I'm saying?
Old school.
We know him from a show, not playing. But if you ever watched him play, he was a monster. 14-time All-Pro. I mean, Pro Bowler, so monster. I just like being in the conversation, and then Aaron Donald's going to join us, and be the 6th. So we got the new, the old, everything you want.
Look, we talk about the old school defensive tackle is fantastic, but for you, being a defensive tackle, able to absolutely wreck the pocket and be one of the best sackers, how did you do that? I made it sexy. Like, how did you do it though? Yeah,
I made it sexy. I used to hang out with Derrick Brooks and Lynch, and Lawrence Taylor, and all these guys that's on the end. Reggie White, Bruce Smith, them my guys. It was just me and Johnny inside, me and Johnny Randall. So Johnny was up there spinning, doing his worldly dervish thing up there on that carpet. I had to get down and dirty with it, so I was playing chicken with a semi.
Hey, man, big dancing around the big bears dancing. I like it. Now, the way you got to the NFL, I want to talk about high school. Did you know?
No.
I know you were a tight end in high school. Was that true?
I'll show you a picture of me. I'm 225 pounds with a high top fade. I ate a 4th grader on my way to Miami. Stood on the scale. I was 270. I'm like, where did this come from? And then they put me on a 3,000 calorie a day diet.
Beef it up.
And I went from 3,000 calories a day.
Oh, so you were slimming.
I'm trying to get back to tight end.
Wow.
I go from 270 to 300.
Yeah.
It was just a natural progression. So I just went and played.
When you went to Miami, recruited as a tight end?
Yeah.
How did they put that hand in the dirt? What'd they say to you?
Bob Carmelowitz and the great Ed Ogeron from right here in New Orleans looked me in the face and say, son, well, Bob Carmelowitz, God bless his soul, told me, I've seen Jerome, Cortez, and Russell. You can be better than all 3 of them. I said, come on, man, don't blow smoke up my butt. He said, son, you play every position on our scout team against the #1 defense in America, and we have trouble stopping you. I need to put you on that defense, and you turn into the monster that I need. And I'm like, Then I went and tried it, and they fooled me. They only put me in pass rush drills. And none of the starters or any of the guys that were going to play would ever give me a rep. So I'm beating guys that would never play in the NFL. But I didn't know it at the time.
Yeah, true.
Wasn't doing them but building my confidence in all hell. You know how that is.
Warren, we talk about great defenses, and obviously being a great defensive tackle yourself at Miami on great defenses, with Tampa Bay on great defenses. What's the fundamental of a great defense? What's the mindset?
11.
All
it
in
requires
one?
all 11.
Yeah.
Because no man is insignificant in this defense.
Yeah.
No man is insignificant in our fit, how we rally to the ball, how we swarm, how we pursue. It's got to be a mentality that you all live by. It's a pack of wild dogs. And if it's a pack of wolves, the lone wolf will die, right? It's that pack. You got to live for that pack. And I truly believe the front and the back end must work together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Either you got pressure on the quarterback or you got great coverage. And then if you ain't got great coverage, you got pressure on the quarterback. If you ain't got pressure on the quarterback, you covered on the back end and getting the coverage sack.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. And then your linebackers must communicate and be the blood that runs through the defense. And that's what I've been very, very fortunate. I raised Ray Lewis and I had Derrick Brooks.
Yeah. Just great football players all the way
horrible linebackers to be around, right?
Yeah, exactly. Teaching them the whole ropes here.
No, I was learning from them because they were such attention to detail because the motion meant something to them. I lived in a world where linemen didn't lie.
True.
If it was a snap of the ball and it was a scoop block, he scooped. He reached. He double teamed. He pulled. There's no lying in the trenches. So I was taking off and they were reading. So it was a brilliant combination.
Warren, when you came through Miami, it was obviously NFLU at that time. So you had that pedigree coming through. When you finally got to the NFL, what was your mindset when you got there? I'm here, I'm ready? Or was it still in that learning curve? No alpha dog right away?
You run into men like Chris Hinton. Who was in the trade for John Elway.
Correct.
In 1983.
You're right about that.
1983. I'm 10 years old.
True.
So I don't know who Chris Hinton is, but I know who Randall McDaniel is. So now you got to choose between Randall McDaniel and Chris Hinton. Who would you choose? Chris Hinton because you don't know who Chris Hinton is,
exactly.
Right? So I go over to Chris Hinton. He's 30-something years old, right at the end of his career. I said, I'm going to run up this old man numbers. Someone grabbed me, head-butted me. Don't come over here with that bull rush stuff today. He whacked me 3 times with his helmet after he stopped me with his hand, and I'm dizzy. I said, I'm going to go over here with Randall. At least he ain't going to talk crazy to me.
Yeah.
So when I got my game together the next year with Marinelli, I went to looking through rosters for Chris Hinton. I couldn't find him.
There you go.
He had retired.
There you go. Now, I said before we had a little bit of beef here. Why did you do this to me? Now, I'm going to give you the date. It was early 2003 in January, Veterans Stadium, cold weather day.
January 19?
I'm sitting.
January 19?
Yeah, I believe it was.
You know what?
I'm sitting in the 700 level.
A friend of mine.
Yeah.
I was speaking to him about the Eagles coming to the Super Bowl again, and I'm like, if the Commanders beat y'all in this championship game, will that be one of the worst losses in Philly history? He said, no, Tampa's the worst loss ever.
Warren, I'm telling you, you might have ruined my life that day. We were going to the Super Bowl, and you came in and stole it. You and Simeon Rice stole it.
No. I almost wore my Rondé Barber hat.
Oh, come on, man.
I had it Rondé. I
still see him right now.
Running down the sideline.
Silent.
He's still
dead
running.
Silent.
You know, my friends say, Rondé's still running. Jared Vicious is still running. You got to love Philly fans. Y'all are the best. Y'all, because I should have been there.
Yeah.
I should have been there.
Yeah.
But Mike Mamula, I love Mike Mamula. That's my guy. I got him on speed dial.
I'm telling you, we wanted you in town. And then the next year you come back when we opened the link. Now, you took it as disrespect, and you were right. You were supposed to get the home game. You beat us down in the game number 1.
Trust me.
You were menacing me my whole life.
And my first game ever was the For Who For What game with Ricky Waters.
That was
21-6.
Man, you are so
That was my first game ever in the NFL.
At the Vet, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at that.
For Who For What game.
Yeah. So we go. You were breaking the backs of Philadelphia Eagles for a long time. Now, granted, we got you a couple years in the playoffs.
No, y'all broke my back because I had to sit there for another hour and 45 minutes while we went pick 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
It's a lot. You're looking at the paycheck like that's less money, less money, less money.
No. It was never my money to get. You can't lose money that was never yours.
That's true.
And each team has a different, thing they needed.
Yeah.
I think, Denny Green's dead now, God bless his soul, but I know Minnesota fans feel worse than y'all.
I bet they do, man.
Ooh.
By the way, one of the legendary players, but let's get through to what you're doing now.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you're in that next step of life where you can teach the youngsters how to get after it. You're with Colorado, the experience there so far for you.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Life-changing. Everything I could even think of and more.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd want to coach.
Yeah.
But the young
what made you want to get into the coaching?
The young man infected me.
Yeah.
I went to go see Dion, just visited him. And I had a hip. My hip was bothering me. And I went down to the training room and I was in the pool.
Yeah.
Dion tells his story so vividly because I really wasn't thinking about it. But all of a sudden I had almost the whole D-line on top of me asking me questions. And they were just sucking it up. I mean, going. And I was like, yeah. I want this.
Because I want to ask you something about that, too, because so many great players try to be coaches or try to level up, and you just figure you are so good that you're teaching your technique to those kids and they can't pick it up. Do you get frustrated at times, or are you just like, you know what, I'm just going to have to get through them one way or another?
No, I got a perfect example.
Go ahead.
One of my kids there, I won't say his name, but he'll know it and I tell the story. He likes different pass rush moves, and I'm like, listen, son, I got 102 and a half. They're all in the grave, and not one of them with that move.
Yeah.
Not one of them with that move. So we going for a good month and a half, 6 weeks. I looked at him, and I saw him. He looked uncomfortable in his stance. And I pulled him over to the side. I said, what's my rule? He said, get comfortable. He said, but I can't get comfortable when I can't do my thing.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? My bad. It's your plate.
Yeah.
It better work.
Yep.
It better work.
Yeah.
It better. And off he went.
I hear you on that. Now,
I said, you know what? Sometimes it ain't for him.
True.
And you can't cookie cut them.
Yes.
That's what he taught.
Yeah.
You can't cookie cut them. This is a nice of cookable dough.
Yeah.
Some of them going to make little patties.
Yeah.
Some of them going to make big cakes.
Yeah.
Some of them going to make cupcakes. But they're all delicious when you do it right.
That's like, I love the metaphor right there.
That's what I love
it. So
that's what I go with.
You, Dion, hit it right away, hit it off. Going to be back next year. Everything good to go?
Listen, boss told me wherever he going, I'm at. And we home now. We love where we're at. We love what we've, the foundation we built. Now it's time to put the pillars up.
Yeah. Absolutely,
put
man.
pillars in the roof
Absolutely.
on the place.
Now, also, we talked coaching, Miami Hurricanes, world champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but you're promoting something pretty cool, a golf tournament there. Tell us a little bit about that.
The James Hardy going to put a Hall of Famers together, and we're going to go out there, and for every birdie, they're donating money for Habitat for Humanity. So
Need the good golfers.
It's just a beautiful – oh, no, we got some good golfers now. We're going to be able to hit some birdies. We're going to make sure they give up all 100,000 of this money for the charity.
Sure.
Because that's what it's about. It's the charity, and James Hardy being who they are with the fabricating and the brand they do. It's just a natural hand in hand. We come together, put the golf tournament together. People get what they need, and James Hardy coming in and put that sighting in there because it's the #1 brand.
Absolutely love it. That's Warren Sapp, NFL great, Miami great, all-time great, life great Warren Sapp right there. My God, thanks for joining us today,
Philly
man.
fans are the best.